fun stuff. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Sorry I didn't do a pre-show. I got life stuff going on. My dog Chester's dying, and I'm pretty sad. So I'm just gonna go into this meeting real quick, get it over with, and then I'm gonna hi Dave, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And then I'm gonna go home, be with my dog. I'm not gonna be able to pretty soon.
I've been looking for Klanch for hours. I never see him.
He's late.
Yeah, he's late.
Hi guys.
It's 7 o'clock. Call a meeting in the order with the pledge flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Motion to approve the agenda as written.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Passed. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting.
I'll make a motion, accept.
I'll second it.
And also have the minutes from the budget as well. Nothing on this one. Okay. And the minutes for the budget meeting on November the 20th.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Then we have public comment period. This is for agenda items only. Anything on the agenda, 3 minutes. You have the opportunity to comment. So,
I'm going first? Okay, I'd like to speak, Sue.
okay. I'll get your name. I'll put your name down here.
Okay, thank you. Give me a second. It is about agenda items, and let me get going. I apologize for being a little scatterbrained. I got stuff going on in my life right now. Life things happen, sometimes. And hi, everybody. John Clanchar, Southmont, here to live stream and to talk about some things. Agenda items. Got a lot of resignations been going on here the past few months. I mean, I know why. Some of the people in the room know why. Sue, it's not your fault. The gentleman in the yellow sweatshirt, he's got a lot to do with it. Bob, I'm not meaning to throw you under the bus, but a lot of people don't like the fact that you're appointed, and you guys have really destroyed this municipality. I see a letter of resignation from Doug Dees. I've known Doug for 20 years. He's a good dude, and he's a hard worker. And for him to quit, that says something about you guys, right? And I don't know why you, and I'm going to ask a question about how much exactly is Officer Zaccassia's severance. We're giving John Moser, the guy that held a gun to my head, a cost of living adjustment. Great. You guys could do so much better. I'm glad to see that Brett Hinterleiter declined his position. He can't take it. You guys only have what, three supervisors right now? Or wait, where's Joe? 2 meetings in and gone, not here. Where's he at? I don't know exactly what happened. Where you guys dropped the ball. A lot of you think it's me. A lot of you will blame me or blame Mr. Hill for coming in here and playing with your decorum or not respecting your decorum. Okay, it's a lot of stubbornness. It's a lot of old guys thinking they know best and thinking they're better than people and thinking they can tell people what to do. Okay, you guys are here to represent these people. They're not here to do anything for you. They're not here to do a damn thing for you at all. And you come there and you beg them for votes. and you shut them up as soon as that clock. You're more worried about the clock. You're more worried about how much time I have than what I have to say. You put in resolutions to shut people up and to silence people. Why? Instead of listening to the problems and listening to what the people have to say, you're afraid of litigation. You have a shitty solicitor. He's a terrible criminal defense attorney. He's a terrible municipal attorney. He's afraid to come to these meetings. Okay, you guys pay him to come to these meetings. I'll write to no request the contract to see if he is paid to come to these meetings. Why are you letting him out of it? This really is the good old boys club. If you're friends with somebody around here, okay, if you're friends with somebody, if they're friends with one of you, man, they'll do anything in the world. You'll do anything in the okay? But come on. What's that?
3 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. I'll be talking again for public comment.
Thank you for your comments, Mrs. Klanch. Is there anybody else that would like to speak?
Sue, may I please speak?
State your name and your municipality.
Oh, absolutely. Dave Hill, corrupt Yoder Township. First of all, I better be kind tonight because it's Christmas. Not that I'm not going to ruin what I got to say or taint it or anything else. Number one, I want to tell you something. I've been coming here since September 23. It started over John Blake not doing his job and playing all these games. 3 people up here and 2 lying solicitors, scumbag attorneys, all brought up totally false stories. I said, I'll give you the 6 pages of the police report Blake created, two different instances, the ones he didn't respond to. We now have a professional chief back there, B.J. Newman, great guy, professional, he knows his stuff. I'm so happy to have him here. You got professional police officers there. You fired the only 2, well, you had 3 cops. Tyler Collins, he stayed. You had Todd Miller and Donnie Wire, you fired them, okay, because Ed was butthurt about it, good Ed. You've done more to ruin this township than anybody ever did, Ed. Honestly, your little ego, small brain, huge ego.
Just
Why?
real quick,
Yeah.
is this agenda related?
Oh, it is gender related, absolutely. We're here tonight to do a police department because you ruined the last one. You couldn't run it, you mismanaged. Sue, you said in April of 23 meeting, the police department is the best it's ever been. Across the street from John Blake, and you think what was it, 24th of October. I'm driving through here, driving down the road, I see Blake there. You're standing to him, drooling over him like it's your high school first love. I'm like, this is pathetic. You said to me in January, you said to my face, we answer complaints. You don't answer complaints. You never did. You never resolved them. You never responded. I had to wait for Donnie Wire to get hired. Donnie Wire, Dave Hill had to wear a body cam. I'm here tonight because you took and destroyed a functioning police department, and now we got a good one. I know we got a good department because I know half the guys on it. They're awesome. But so is Tyler Collins, Don Wire, and Todd Miller. What'd you do with them? Oh, and don't tell people in the public that you didn't fire Don Wire and Todd Miller. You fired them for no reason. You got away with it, but I'll tell you what, it gets to federal court. I'm just so disappointed in you guys. You never, ever represented the people. Not one of my legitimate complaints. Bob, you're appointed. Joe, you're appointed. We got half the people up here are appointed. They're little butt boys, Eddie's butt boys. Oh, we got to have somebody up here to we want. Why don't you represent the people? This agenda is because you guys screwed up. Did West Hills belong here? Possibly, but you had a functioning police department. This is the first time we had a real chief here since Wally Howe. And I will go to court and testify to that. But thank God BJ's here because he's a classy guy. And Sue, I hope you have somebody else on that board besides you that knows about police work, because you certainly don't. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments, Mr. Hill.
Absolutely.
Is there anybody else that would like to speak? Your name and your municipality, please.
My name is Paul Miller. I'm a resident of Yoder Township. On November 17th, I sent a letter requesting the return of 2 AR-15 rifles that I purchased for the department because my son was in the department that time for the first time. Then they got rid of him, and then he hired him back, and they got rid of him again. Okay, but I got a response from Mr. Rejo, which said that because I did not directly provide the 2 AR rifles, I made a monetary donation that was utilized for the purchase of the 2 rifles. I went to sporting goods discounters, gave him my money, and said, okay, I will send the chief up to purchase 2 rifles. He went up and he purchased 2 rifles. Now they're saying because I just paid for them, I didn't deliver them, that I'm not entitled to get them back. And I think that's wrong. I think most people in this room would think that that's wrong.
That's bullshit.
You know, and I would like to know why I cannot get those 2 rifles back. And it falls under the inventory of the Upper Yoder Police Department, so, but I would like them returned to me. I bought them, I paid for them, I sent the chief up to get what he needed, because I didn't know what he wanted, didn't know what he needed. So I made,
Who is the chief?
Don Hess.
Okay.
And I gave him the money, I told him, up there, you know, get what you need, if you need something, if it doesn't cover the cost, let me know and I'll cover it. So I don't understand why I cannot get them back.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Is there anybody else that would like to speak? Okay, we're gonna move on to the approval of the reports. I'd like to have a motion to accept the secretary's income fund balances, payroll, and profit loss statement reports.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
In favor?
Aye.
Under approval of the general fund bills of $117,304.94. Like to have a motion?
Make a motion we accept.
I'll second it.
Approve, okay, roll call please.
Excuse me, Sue?
Yes.
Just one moment. Do you go over line items of what was done in that general expense fund? Or is that available?
It's available.
And how would one obtain that?
After it's approved, it'll be.
It's
available.
after it's approved, they're available.
So how do I get them?
How do you get other information from the Upper Yoder Township?
Okay, if you just send an email. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Roll call.
Bob,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Sue.
Aye. Approval of other fund expenditures, $129,514.90.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Sue,
Yeah, aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
Approved. The engineer's report, Chase Modick cannot be here today, but he did mention the LSH grants, which we'll address later on. Unfinished business, final approval of the budget. It's balanced in the amount of $2,990,650, and there is no tax increase. I'd like to have a motion.
I'll make that motion we accept the budget.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. The bid opening of the generator.
Roll call on it.
Roll call, that's
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry, roll call that one, yep.
Bob,
Aye.
Sorry.
Ed,
Aye.
Sue.
Aye. We're ready for the, so that did pass. Mr. Walker, we're opening the bids. Are any of the, is there anybody here from the,
I don't know.
is there anybody here that placed these bids? No, okay. No. We, the formality is we open the bids in public with the people that made the bids, and then we review them and award a bid for the generator system.
These are both stamped December 1st. One was received at 11:36 a.m., the other one 11:22 a.m. The first one is from Pennsylvania Power Solutions, LLC. The undersigned hereby firmly read and understand and declares bidding requirements and specifications. Township building generator, transfer switch, and gas piping upgrades as specified. $97,244 even. And the additional installation of 2 additional transfer switches as specified. $20,376 even. They do have a non-collusion affidavit signed. It's notarized. Acknowledge the wage rates. So that was Pennsylvania Power Solutions, LLC. This one is from Liebernite Electric. Pretty close. The undersigned do hereby affirm and we have read and understand the closed bid requirements and specifications. Township building generator, transfer switch, and gas piping upgrades as specified, $97,780.
Very close.
And the installation of 2 additional transfer switches as specified, $29,500. We do have a non-collusion affidavit. We have 3 copies of this sheet. That's it. Do you want me to write it on here somewhere? We only have a place for the numbers.
That's okay. Just make sure to get these back in the envelopes.
Are they the only ones that picked up the bid pack, just the 2?
And
No,
there's
we
other-
had 5. I can't, was it Tippin Electric? I'm not sure how to read that. They picked it up at the office. PA Power Solutions picked it up here, and Liebernite picked it up here, and Jim Schulteis was emailed, and Nikki Miller from Westmoreland Electric Service was emailed. The bid packet. So we had 5 that got the bid packets, 2 that bid.
That seems rather excessive to me. I'm not comfortable awarding either one of those, to be honest with you. I'd like to re-advertise.
Okay, there are some issues.
I'd come up and get in a form of a motion that we re-advertise for bids.
I'll second it.
Okay, there'll be discussion now. The discussion occurs in the fact that we have a deadline that is April the 30th. It is winter. To re-advertise will be another month. So that would mean until we award them, it will be February. We will be asking someone to install a generator that's already been purchased through CoStars at the tune of $57,000 that is already under consignment that we all agreed on. And if we do not meet the April 30th deadline, we also return $75,000 to Scott Electric, which means the cost to install could be, or unless you want to sell the generator and not do anything. Those are the options.
I just don't feel comfortable spending another $117,000 of taxpayers' money. I think we should rebid it.
We're not spending $117,000 of taxpayer money.
How much are we spending?
Take $117,620 and subtract $75,000.
I thought we bought the generator.
We are with the $75,000.
That's not included in the cost of this, am I right?
Yes, it is.
Well, how do we buy the generator, but,
We are supplying the generator.
okay, and their price is
Look,
$117?
is it listed in here that they're supplying the
They're not
generator.
reimbursing you for the cost of the generator.
I don't believe so. I think
Okay,
that's
so
the
then that
That's
is
on top of the
inclusive.
cost of
Okay.
the generator.
Okay, okay.
So
So 117, 620,
620 on top of the cost of the generator. They're not supplying the generator, we are.
so
So,
we're up to 174, 620.
mhm. Well, that's my motion. My motion is to re-advertise.
And you seconded.
Yes, I second it.
Okay, then we vote. Roll call. Bob,
Aye.
Ed,
Nay.
Hang on a second. My motion was to re-advertise. And that's what I'm voting for.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's what, yeah.
I'm voting,
Aye.
I'm voting to advertise.
I'm gonna re-advertise also.
Sue? Nay. Does not pass. Can I ask a question real quick, out of line here, but are you all both okay with what are we going to do when this happens again, the next time, unless you have
I
somebody
won't
in
be
mind?
here.
I know you're not here, so you're voting on something that gets pushed down to the next group.
Here's the thing, so you may re-advertise this, and these bids may come in substantially lower, you don't know that. You have to check, I think that's a lot of money just for the installation end, I really do. I think it's a lot.
What is your opinion, Mr. Walker? I know this is awful.
I mean, I can tell you, Mr. Yonish from East Hills Engineering, his estimate, not including the generator, was 134,033. So if you add those two numbers up, we're probably, 127, 126, depending on which bid. Now, he had a lot of contingencies in his estimate, which you pretty much have to at times because after hours work and different things, but I mean, I think we're a little lower than what he estimated.
I'm gonna shave a lot.
Give me credit for trying. The West Hills Comprehensive Plan. It's moving along. They are going to put out a regional-wide survey to broaden the residents' participation in this. And the themes that they have at the last meeting, it was held last month on the same day as this meeting, is a strong desire to protect natural assets and neighborhood character. They're attacking blight, aging housing, struggling commercial areas, and the high priority are the sidewalks, and the big one is stormwater management, trails, and road safety. They need stronger economic development, more retail options, reinvestment in the Westwood Plaza, shared services, regional collaboration, retaining and attracting young residents, modern housing, amenities, workforce opportunities, cultural vibrancy, and to make our area a regional destination, especially for remote workers. They are creating a focus group, and it's available to anybody that in the community that would like to join in on it, and they'll be more than happy if they want to participate, they can, to reach out to the office here, and we'll transfer the names and your phone number over to West Hills, to the Planning Commission. Ordinance number 292, transfer of police powers and jurisdiction. West Hills Regional Commission.
I'll make a motion, we accept that.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Ordinance number 293, Hirschberger Road. Either do a motion to do that or table it.
Make a motion to table it.
Tabling it until you're seconding it.
I'll second.
And those, we'll do a roll call.
Bob,
Aye.
Ann,
Aye.
Nay. Okay. Sunway Ray Drive HVAC system, that's on the agenda, and we're actually waiting for, we haven't, the job was reviewed on the December the 4th, and we're waiting for the report. Okay, now we go to reports. Bob,
I got nothing.
Ed,
BJ, question for you, is it fact that John Blake resigned his
Yes.
position
Yes,
with West Hills?
yes, it has.
And that's effective now, immediately?
Immediately, yes.
And also, I've had people question, they haven't seen a West Hills cruiser around, that's all they just, I don't know what your schedule is for patrolling or whatever, but,
Don't have a schedule, it's random, we're still working on it, they're still adjusting the new
Okay.
boundaries.
okay,
Not everyone's still familiar with every little neighborhood.
good enough.
We're working on it.
Okay, thank you, that's all I have.
I have two things. Attended PSATS training earlier this month with Alice and Greta, and it was a very good session. It was an evening session. We have two more. I'll have them in January, and they will do in February. We're able to bring a lot back to the community with those. Then the other is that we received notice today from Senator Wayne Langerholt's office that the township has been awarded 2 LSA grants. We applied for them in 2024. One is in the total of $123,600 for a backhoe. And the other is for $69,593 for a police cruiser. And we have now under new business, we're establishing the 2020, oh no, I'm sorry, here, we gotta do the rest of the people. I'm sorry. I do that every time. Sorry, you are important.
I need to catch it.
Okay, sorry about that.
So this month we finalized our leaf collection throughout the township. Our total collection was at 494 cubic yards over the course of roughly a month and a few weeks. We performed some additional burn work on Elknut Lane to widen the roadway and improve some drainage. Set up the trucks for our winter maintenance season. We replaced the no parking sign in front of 111 Fair Oaks Drive and stop sign at the intersection of Kepler and Arrowhead Court. And also we're starting a joint project with Ferndale Borough on Melander Street to address some drainage issues that we have there. Any questions for me?
Thank you. Now we have the chief of police, and then I'll read the one from John Blake.
Just dawned on me on the way over here, that normally monthly, I'll pretty much give you, all the supervisors, a copy of my report along with a blotter that breaks down all our calls for service. Whether it was just an oversight this month, and normally you all will get, but we pretty much get a copy of this so you have it for your information package.
Thank you.
But for the month of November of 2025, we had 378 reports of service overall. It's all 5 municipalities. We're at a total of 3,985 for the year. Out of those 378, 75 of those were in Upper Yoder. That's only from November 11th until the 30th. Overall, year to date, we've had 118 reports of service. There's 43 calls that we handled prior to us doing the purchase of service. There were a total of 26 traffic citations issued on, this is all department, all 5 municipalities combined for the month. 5 of those were in Upper Yoder. 41 traffic warnings were issued, 5 of those were in Upper Yoder. And for reportable crimes, we had a theft, a harassment, corruption of minors case that is still ongoing, and a decent assault case that actually was unfounded. And just a few accidents that I imagine will be covered under fire departments, but Goucher Street and Goucher at Warren. And other than that, that's all I had to report. These officers are still learning all the little offset neighborhoods and exactly where the boundary lines are. Some officers do know, but not all of them. So that's something we're still working on addressing, to making sure they're out more about being seen, at least during our patrols. So it's still work in progress, but we're getting on. It's getting addressed.
Thank you.
Thanks, BJ.
Do you have any other issues?
No, it's going pretty smooth so far.
Thank you.
Knock on wood.
The report from John Blake, Chief Blake, is 40 calls for service. County fines, $490.57. Magistrate fines, $192.39. The DUI task force reimbursement, $917.78, totaling $1,600.74. This would have been if his last meeting here, and he was here for nearly 5 years. During that time, he was working during COVID, and 2 major issues at the school that included school threats against school and firearms issue. And both of them were successfully resolved. So our supervisors appreciate the service that he gave. Next, we have emergency services.
So for the Upper Yoder Fire Company, for November of 25, we had 150 EMS incidents, 32 fire incidents and activities, for a total for November of 25, 182 incidents. Year to date, through the end of November, 1,795 incidents for EMS, 373 for fire, for a total of 2,126. EMS, that puts us 31 incidents higher than we were for 2024. 125 incidents or activities for a little higher than 2024. Now, as usual, that includes calls for assistance as well as community and the other activities that we respond to, as well as different community outreaches that we have. And also in November, we had a very successful turkey raffle. I think it was the most successful turkey raffle or gift card raffle we've had to since its inception for this year. So for everybody who participated, and we thank you for that. Congratulations to all the winners. Since September, we had kind of brought up last time, we were sponsoring and conducted a 30-hour virtual online instructor-led EMS continuing education class that was conducted for many folks that were throughout the state. We continued that. It finished up last Wednesday. We ended up with 40 individual participants. And each night there was at least 4 hours of continuing education that was awarded. So that was conducted and was a success, and we're expecting to do that again next year. December 1st, our fire folks were able to participate in a joint training program with the City of Johnstown and Richland Fire Departments at the Ash Street Station in the City of Johnstown. And that was working on familiarization with the apparatus and equipment. So we were able to work together. And again, as I had stated before, when we start doing stuff like that, that information actually goes back into the ISO rating, which is really what is an evaluation about every 10 years for insurance companies to look at your homeowner's insurance. And that goes to points towards a higher level, and actually helps reduce fire insurance for a lot of for your homeowner's insurance. On December 2nd, we had members of our company also attended a small game, a chance workshop that was conducted in Evansburg and sponsored by the Learning Land. It was conducted by PLCB. So anything that we do in relationship to small game, a chance, we wanted to make sure we're in compliance, and gives us some ideas for future fundraisers as well. The ambulance division is finishing up our final training, new cardiac monitor. So just as a idea as to what that is, just one piece of equipment for that is cost the ambulance division $64,000. That is something that company that put that together, that is their first new update of that monitor in over 20 years. So, you know, it's about as smart as my phone is right now. So it has a lot of different features on it. On December 6th, while many of our members were cleaning up from a fire that we were assisting on in Ferndale Borough, the ambulance was dispatched to a local church in our community, and several other of our members were actually at that church for their faith, and they were able to access the public access defibrillator and use it on one of their fellow churchgoers. And after the ambulance crew arrived, as well as the fire company crew, they were able to work together, and the patient actually regained a pulse. That patient now, we have found out, has now been transferred from the hospital to a transitional recovery unit now. Neurologically, he is doing well. He's been following commands. He literally was walking around the room the other day. The thing that we wanted to point out with that is that we cannot stress the importance of bystander CPR and public access AED. You know, about 2 years ago, less than 2 years ago, there was an AED that was purchased here. That AED was actually purchased at the church well over 10 years ago. I had the privilege of actually doing some of the training there, and it's kind of tough to tell people that, you know, for 10 years that thing sat in its case and did absolutely nothing. And 2 weeks ago it was pulled and used, and there's now somebody alive because people actually did something for it. So not that we want to take somebody's misfortune, but if there's people that are looking to move that way and learn something with CPR, AED, and first aid training, we are always available for that. We do offer those courses at the station, so let us know. We'd be more than happy to help with that. And finally, on December 12th and 13th, we held our Santa run across the township, where we go out and ho, 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 Santa makes his way across the township. The 12th was very cold, and on the 13th, Santa struck with some snow. And on the 13th, we did have to cut it short because going down into the Elam section of the township, kind of found out that it was the trailer which had Santa's sleigh on was not doing very well in the snow, even though we ran across the township plow several times. That was awesome, but unfortunately everybody was having trouble keeping up with the snow, so we did have to cut it short, but everybody seemed to enjoy that. So that's pretty much all we had. Any questions for them?
I think I saw where you offered that they could stop by and pick up the key.
We did set up on Sunday. We were out in front of the station and had everything set up. Unfortunately, Santa was there for about an hour and nobody decided to come in and say anything. So we waved to cars as they went by, but that's about it. So, yep. Any other questions?
Now, would you please address the other thing that you sent us an email about that was related to the Public Safety Committee?
Yeah, so I'd asked about one of the things that we have been trying to make sure that we would like to try to just gather some input, looking at a formal way that we could best address with the township supervisors, as well as gain input from the groups that actually are involved with public safety. If we could have a committee that would be formed to help advise you guys, with a representative from the Board of Supervisors to be on that. So have a supervisor, have somebody from zoning, have somebody from, I believe it put in there, Public Works. Yeah, because I forget everybody that I had to put in there. Yeah. So I had in here Township Supervisor, Fire Chief, EMS Manager, EMA Coordinator, Police Chief or a representative from the West Hills Regional Police Department, Public Works Director, Zoning, Sewer and Water, and then looking at a representative for communities of interest, such as somebody from high risk, such as nursing homes or the schools, and basically trying to take a look at if we would meet even once a quarter to try to identify any of the needs that may be needed for public safety, which would be in that area, and to try to help identify any gaps that we may need to take a look at. Everything from hydrants that need to be raised, to be able to try to use the resources that we may have, or updates to any particular parts of a plan, to, you know, if the nursing homes are saying, hey, we're a little concerned about X, Y, and Z, and they're having trouble particularly maybe looking at evacuation locations, those types of things, we felt that, you know, from the dual role, or whatever roles that I may have, to say that this may be something that maybe the supervisors would be willing to say, hey, we can keep an eye on that as well.
Okay, I have a couple questions about
Sure.
that, but we can also address that and put it on our agenda for
Yeah.
January. But would you consider entertaining that it would include some people from the public that have an interest in this?
I don't have any problem with that.
You know, that would be something that we could engage the public in anything related to public safety.
Yeah.
Because they may have opinions that they'd like to share.
Yeah, it seemed that it came up in some meetings that we've been at with, it's been sponsored by some things, I think, with a spinoff of PSATs and looking at interacting with how emergency services could best interact with municipalities with that. And I hate to say leverage, but leverage the action of what everybody could do together rather than separate.
Right.
So thought that would be a good start to try to improve that process.
Well, then, we'd like to maybe discuss this more, and perhaps have something more to discuss at the next meeting. in
Sure,
January,
yeah,
into it then.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
Okay, now we go on to new business. We are establishing the 2026 garbage recycling fees. I'd like to ask for a motion for, and you all probably are seeing your new cans arriving. We'd like to make a motion. We do acknowledge the fact that this past year you paid $225 for your annual fees. And this year for 2026, we'd like to make it to a total of $230. That would be a $5 increase. The way that Pro Disposal is offering it this year is everything will fit into those new large cans. If you want an additional can, it will be $85. And if you want an additional recycling can, it will be $60. And that's an annual fee for those as well. So the motion would be that our fees would be $230 basic rate. An additional garbage can would be $85, and an additional recycling can, $60 annually. Do I have a motion that entertains that motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. So that passes. You all, have you all received the, here, I can just ask here, the information about the new, I guess this one is actually out there, you can pick it up on your way out, the new schedule that's available, and that will be also on our website. And then you have the form that you received in the mail with the directions on how to manage it. Did anyone here not receive it that's a resident?
That's also out front.
And that's out there too, but if you didn't receive it, then pick one up on your way out. They will always be available. They'll be on our website and on the Facebook page. It'll be a learning curve, and that you do get the one, is that what you want? Go ahead.
You may want to let everybody know that your days may have to change.
Correct.
So that paperwork is very important.
This one.
A lot of the places, the recycling and garbage are not going to be on the same day. So you do want to make sure you look at those schedules. And if you don't have one, I did make copies, they're out in the hallway.
And they look like this. Actually, the front side.
It's a
they
whole
do-
packet.
Yeah, the whole packet's there. Okay. And did you want to comment at all on other calls, since this is all, the cans, a lot of them arrived today? Would you like to comment on your phone calls?
We've had a lot of positive calls today and past couple days. If you know of somebody that didn't get a can, like they might have missed where there's a duplex or something, just tell them to call us right away, And Pro Disposal has been very gracious too. As soon as we email them, they take care of it. So if you have any issues, let us know here at the office. And if you want an additional can also, you can call Pro Disposal and let them know, and then they'll adjust that with our monthly bill. They'll also notify us that you've got a different sized can. If anybody has any questions at all, just feel free to call the office about it.
And that we will not be doing the spring cleanup. There'll be one item, there'll be a large item that fits outside your can a month. Anything additional, you will pay.
And you will contact Pro
And you
Disposal.
that's all
to let them
direct.
know you have that one time a month pickup. You're allowed 12 a year. So if you have 6 big things you want, put out, they'll charge you for you'll use up those 6. You won't get charged. You'll use up 6 of your 12.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So we have, we did vote on that one, right? Okay. Then we have here a letter of resignation from Doug Dietz. To whom it may concern, I regret to inform you I am submitting my resignation with the company as of December 2nd. Thank you for the opportunity, but it is time for me to move on for other endeavors. This was a difficult decision to make, but have determined it is best for me and my future. And this is dated November the 25th. We move on to, we make a motion to accept that.
Motion, we accept the resignation.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. Okay. It's passed. Sick and vacation severance for Doug Dietz
Motion to accept that.
in the total of $6,103.
So motion accepted.
I'll second that.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There's no nays. It's passed. Sick and vacation severance, Officer Tyler Collins at the price of $2,244.13.
Motion accept.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. So that it's passed. Sick and vacation severance for Officer Nicholas Zacasia, $4,401.71. Motion?
Motion accept.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Remaining 2025 vacation pay for Executive Secretary Alice Hummel. It's for 12 days, 92 hours. Motion?
I'll make a motion that we extend it.
I'll accept it. I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Passes. COLA, cost of living, police retirement plan number 4-07075, cost of living adjustment for the current pensioner police. Like to have a motion to approve that.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It passes. West Hills Regional Police Commission Municipal Agreement that we received. Like to have a motion?
Motion accept.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It passes. The lease agreement, suite number 4, 110 Sunray Drive, West Hills Regional Police Commission.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. The Upper Yoder Police Department inventory we're working on, and we're working with Upper Yoder, the West Hills and the Upper Yoder part-time police chief to do all of that inventory, and then they're working with a court order that they recently received related to the evidence locker to complete that before it's transferred over for possession. Appointment of current vacant supervisor position.
I'll make a motion we appoint Dan Zakrasik for a 2-year term.
Jesus
I'll second.
Christ.
And under discussion, I'll make a note that 9 people applied for the position. And that was a motion that we actually discussed in our pre-meeting executive session that we discussed it. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. And then we have here I have a letter from Brett Hinterlater. Ed, Bob, Joe, and Sue. It is with my sincerest regret that I declined the position of supervisor for Upper Yoder. I took on the position of K-9 handler in June of 2025. This has been very rewarding for me, though very demanding, as well as on top of my normal duties in my present position. Presently, as well, there are changes in my office that are going to need my undivided attention in the upcoming year. That being said, I don't believe that I would be able to devote proper time to the position for the residents of Upper Yoder and to you, the board members. Please consider this email my formal declination of the position. If there is any else you would specifically need other than this email, don't hesitate to respond back to me. And this was sent to us on December the 3rd. Then I will make note of that. There will be another opening that we will fill in January. And we did receive an email from Paul Pioli and attention to the fact that he does have, has resigned from everything. One final thing in is not there that I could have listed under mine. It's related to the Westmont Hilltop Recreation Commission. Just so you know, there'll be a tree removed out at the ridge that is ready to fall over, and they're working on that. They have K2 basketball clinic for 40 kids, very popular, registered, and it's a 5-week session. They have free throwing shooting contests for kids ages 8 years through 13 years, and there's different divisions for 3 different divisions based on age. There's a holiday break, a 3 versus 3 basketball tournament, and there's, if anybody knows who Billy Clapper is from the basketball clinic, was at the Grove will be there on Wednesday the 31st. So anybody interested in any of that, or have children or grandchildren or neighbors that want to know about it, it'd be great for you to reach out to things at the Grove. Now,
We need to do a motion for Hinterline and Pioli.
no, we don't.
Okay.
No, that was just, those were both correspondences that we read to, because we're not, since both Hinterlater and Pioli, it was just a formality,
Okay.
just to be sure it's on the record that everybody knows that he has resigned from those positions. One of them was, he worked a long time on the rec commission. But I would like to make a final announcement before, or recognition for Bob Amistedi. He has served for 35 years, a span over 35 years, recently learned that. And of those, 20 of those years, he served as a supervisor here. And he's very knowledgeable on numbers and construction. And I've learned a lot from you on that, and now I recently learned you know a lot about firearms as well. So I would like to make a acknowledgement of the fact that thank you for your service.
Thank you. I
It was
appreciate
nice
that.
working with you, Bob.
I appreciate
You did
it.
an excellent job. Township.
It was enjoyable for the most part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, my favorite part, public participation. Those who are interested in stepping up to the plate, please do.
Brooke Wolski, Upper Yoder Township. Most of you guys know me already. I already missed my chance, obviously, because I should have done this at the beginning, with the approval of the agenda and all that stuff. But In regards to the garbage, the one big concern that I see, and you see it, or Bob sees it, out Monaco Heights way, you got long driveways, you got a lot of elderly people. We're coming up on the winter months now, and I mean, people are falling left and right just as it is, and now you're expecting them to drag a trash can with them, while most of the guys, girls, yeah, whatever you are, you know, they usually load their trash in the back of their vehicle, take it out to the curb, and, you know, leave it there that morning. So now you're asking them to carry a trash can the whole way up their driveway. There's one on Silver Birch, I think it's close to a mile long to get up in. I know our road, you're not getting a trash truck up there. Coffee Lane, trash trucks are anywhere from 20,000 to 40,000 pounds, especially when they're full. You're gonna crush the water lines and everything else that runs back our road.
Do they go back there
So
now?
that's where they want it to. That's where they place the cans, from what we were told, where they place the cans is where they want them. You're not getting a trash truck back there, and I'm not gonna let it get back there, because that's just gonna wreak havoc for not only the residents back our lane, but first responders, if we need to get an ambulance back there, what have you. Ambulance, fire truck. Second thing with that, you know, we're only getting one trash can. I don't know, you guys that live by yourselves, I'm not saying you guys specifically, but people that live by themselves, they might use one trash can a week. But I got a wife, I got a kid, I got a dog, 2 cats, like one trash can isn't enough. So now we have to pay an extra, would you say $85 a year for an extra trash can? And that's gonna be every year? I don't see the point in that. You know, people already have their, you know, I fill up 2 trash cans and they're pretty full too. We don't even bother on recycling, because when the recycling truck comes down Coon Ridge, they toss trash and recycling into it. So I don't see the need in doing the recycling out that way. And then, you know, last thing, what do we have to do if we don't want to do the trash plan? Because right now, I mean, as it sits, I don't see it's worth paying $315 a month for this, and I have to take, you know, I can take my trash elsewhere for cheaper. You know, so if we want to,
It would be for the year.
I understand that,
Oh, okay.
but if I want to take my trash elsewhere and not use or go with a different trash service, who do I talk to about not paying the township for that?
3 minutes, Brad?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Tell you what though, Brett, I question it too. I
We are
question-
going over the 3 minutes because he has questions and we want to address
I
the
can
issues.
respond to him. I also question the size of the can. But it's a 95-gallon can, and I'm the same way. I use 2 cans, I mean, you know, but I'll tell you what, those cans are big. I'm gonna be surprised if we don't get our stuff in them. So,
I already have 2 95 gallons.
is that how big you're?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I paid
then you're
$160
way over the.
beginning of this year to get 2 of them. And
Yeah,
it's
you're
just-
way over them.
Yeah, I don't see paying another $85 on top per year for a secondary can. And as it sits right now with me, I'm a Coffee Lane address, but I'm on Coon Ridge to put those cans. So my front yard every Monday or Sunday night is gonna have a trash can every 3 feet, and there's at least gonna be 5 trash cans there. So it's literally gonna line the entire frontage of my yard down to the neighboring house.
Yeah.
If they want it 3 feet off the curb, so.
I don't like the cans either. I didn't like them. The problem is that they're all going that way, and if you go to actually handling, to bid it with the actual handlers on the truck anymore, the bids would have been a lot more than what they are now, and that's unfortunate, but that's what it's coming to now.
I mean-
It's coming down to labor,
I mean, it's,
you know?
I understand I should have did this at the beginning, but it was just, yeah, I think it should have been thought, around this area, yeah, it'll probably work a lot better, but out our way, it's not,
We
I
put
don't
it
see
out
it.
for bid and nobody bid for handlers. They didn't
Everything,
even
everybody
put out-
came
they
in
didn't
with
even-
this.
We asked for those bids,
Okay.
right?
I mean, and I apologize, I missed,
Yeah.
you know, I probably
Yeah,
could have
I
brought this
know.
up a couple other times, but I'm busy, I have other stuff and my mind's other places, so.
I think by ordinance, you have to have.
We have a conversation, everybody has to.
Because I've accessed the dumpsters on my jaw so I could take my garbage every week and throw it away.
Right.
I have big garbage.
For many years, I
Either way, I'm
construction, I got rid of, I mean, I had dumpsters everywhere, and I didn't need it either, but.
So either way, so I can't even go with the secondary, because there's other places I can go.
Per resident.
So Brett, is there a possibility, you know, just to be able to work out something related to Caulfield, could he
Well,
talk
it's-
and could you meet with them about that?
It's not just my road, though. There's how many, you know, right down the street, there's another eight or nine houses that they bring everything out to the corner, so now they're gonna be dragging it down the road. I mean, I know you go out towards, you know, Meadow Drive, and there's a lot more other places that they do that. So it's just something that a couple different people asked me about, and, you know, because they know I come to the meetings, so I figured I'd bring it up, and it just,
Well, I think that's a valid issue, and I think that at least somebody should, from the
I know
garbage
they
company.
did talk to somebody regarding Caulfield Lane and the concern of having to take it clear out to the end of the road. And they worked with this person that they would come back and they were given permission to turn around.
Not like
that's fine, but they will not come back out, right? They're gonna sink.
They usually use it.
Well, the thing is, Westmont, Southmont, they use a small truck. They'll go back to these alleys in Southmont
They
and
pick up with a
and picks up garbage with a small truck,
That's a little bit different.
with a pickup truck with a
I
dumpster on it.
can, yeah, I can hook you up with the gentleman from Produce.
Okay, that's a little better for that one, so. That's all I have. Just had a couple questions on that stuff, a couple points to bring up, so. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes, I'd like to expand on what Brett said.
Okay, thank you.
Drew Grant on Caulfield Son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
We're the one
remember.
at the end of the lane.
Yes.
There's no room for any dump truck to get down there and turn around. You been down there?
Oh, yeah.
You've been down there? Trees on both sides, driveway's about 8 feet wide, they'll tear them apart. They'll be crossing our water line twice, once up close to Coon Ridge and one at the top of our driveway. I called them up, first time I called them up, I told them there's no way I can manhandle one of those cans up to the end of the lane. I'm getting kind of old, not the best shape. They responded, well, we'll give you 35-gallon cans. I said, I'll call the Township. I didn't. Next conversation was next day, a gentleman called. He asked if he could bring the truck down. I said, well, I don't know, maybe. Then he offered to come out and look to see if he can get the truck down there. Never showed up. Next day, a woman from Pro Disposal called, said, okay, we're gonna give you a 35-gallon can. Now, the past couple days when they're dropping cans off, I told them to keep them. There's no way in heck I'm using them. And they're not down that driveway. It's a private lane. They need everyone's permission. They don't have it. And there's no way, as Brett said, 4 or 5 houses fit out front there. The easement's only 12 feet wide, and we can't be made to put our garbage can on other people's private property. I don't believe. I don't think.
So currently, they're picking up with small trucks, is that what they're doing? How do you do,
And drop it by the mailbox.
okay,
And the
Okay.
4 houses on the one side
okay,
easily stacked up behind the mailbox and off the driveway, or the lane. But there's no room for 4 cans out there, so they're spreading them out on Caulfield Lane in each house. They cannot bring a dump truck down that lane.
Brett, this is the same lane? You're
Yep, yep. He's at the beginning, I'm at the end.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no way you can get that garbage can in the trunk of a car and take it
No.
out.
no,
And then on top of that, we're gonna be up there, we're gonna be on different days. So you're
Well-
gonna have recycling one day.
Monday, and
So
Wednesday.
you're gonna spend half your week just bringing cans back and forth.
His mother's 92. She's not gonna be able to get a can.
And I don't want them to talk to my mother, because she is,
Yeah.
she's,
Yeah, that's,
our attorney, so I don't have to talk to her at all.
So a pickup truck going back here, that would be allowable. Would it
I
not?
really wouldn't have a
Brett?
problem with that.
I don't see it being an issue. My only concern with that is, and Drew knows, I try to, I mean, Lichtenfeld's comes back and they plow in the wintertime. The wintertime is my biggest concern.
Right.
But that hill's not the easiest hill in the wintertime. And now, you know, the Caulfield family's gonna have to pay to have that hill salted in the wintertime, just for another truck to go down. I mean, I try my best if I can with my little lawn tractor to keep it clear just for them, you know, I know emergencies happen, I try my best, but with these ice storms and stuff we've been getting, if that truck slides down their hill, it's going right to their house. So, I mean, it's, like I said, I don't see it being a positive outcome for us out there. And now you're asking residents twice a week in the wintertime, the adverse conditions to come out and do the cans.
Can't do it.
I
So,
already
mean,
know, I'm not even when I have guests, I won't fill that recycle.
like I said,
That's
I
a
saw
large
recycle,
recycle.
it's- I got 35. I mean, they quit dumping my recycling into the recycling truck long ago. So I just throw my trash away.
I've seen them do the same thing.
So that's like we,
We pay extra for it.
So would you be able to move your recycle to the recycle can? You know, that would help
if
you
they
with
start
that
picking it
garbage.
up, but still now twice a week, I'm gonna have 4, once the other resident comes up there, starts using his place, now I'm gonna have 4 to 5 trash cans out front my yard twice a week. Or, you know, at least twice in 1 week, and then once the next week, so.
I just wanna know, even if they come back there with a small truck, because what they have, Brett, is they got like a 250, and they've got a dumpster on it, like a dump box on the
I don't
back.
see it.
I don't even know how the guy could possibly pick that can up and dump it in there, before they just weld the bags in.
Yeah, well,
You know?
if they're in the bags, I guess that's what they would,
Yeah.
if it's loose garbage.
And that's what we're doing. And I think that's the only thing we can do.
At that rate, if he's gonna have to get
Yeah.
out and
We
throw
put
the trash and, you know, take the trash out of the can.
Physically throw it out of the can.
Would you be able to talk with them about this type of, you know, give a work
Well, I
it
tried
out with
working with
them?
them,
Yeah,
and they showed up with.
as soon as you call them, they shut down, and they say call Township. And it's like, you know, I don't wanna call them shoot your ear off, you know,
But we have a
I don't know.
contact,
This
not
isn't
the
getting near the
office
issue.
down there.
Huh?
We have a
This isn't getting
contact
closer to
that
this
manages
issue.
our area. And we've had very good positive feedback with him handling that. So.
Would
like
you
I
two
said,
be able to talk with them? I don't, should we? We'll work,
Yeah.
let's try and work, on- let's not table this.
Call me.
Yeah.
But we can go back to the way it was,
Yeah.
fine, or the pickup truck, we'll have to talk about that as neighbors, because
Well,
there's 5 houses have easement.
at the end of the meeting, see that I get your phone number,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
And, yeah, I think I
Because that's
will.
not a township road, it's a private lane, so
Yeah.
they should make suggestions to go back there and get the stuff to the people.
Even if we could keep it as is, and they just come up to the end and just keep doing what they're doing, I'd be fine with that, but.
Possible ADA issue also, American Disabilities Act.
Right.
Let's just, we'll work it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Drew.
And thank you to the rest of the public for accepting the fact that that was over 3 minutes. Okay. It was an issue that did need to be addressed. Is there anybody else that would like public participation? Karen? Bill?
Hi, everybody. Karen Hill, Upper Yoder. I'd like to know, please advise me how I may obtain a copy of all the Upper Yoder Township ordinances.
Are you just?
I'm asking a question.
How about you ask all your questions and then we'll work on it?
Perfect. What is the PSAT training? That's my second question. Transparency and accountability. The Sunshine Act. Answering questions from the public can demonstrate a commitment to helping constituents, and in many cases, answering questions informally at a public meeting can reduce future requests under the right to know law, which saves time and money. Agencies are permitted to establish rules to oversee public comment by, for example, limiting the time for each commenter, which you have in place, taking care to ensure that the agency does not show partiality to some commenters over others. Not talking about today, talking about something that happened in the past. Somebody had 8 minutes, other people had 3 minutes. That's what I'm referring to. The Sunshine Act also permits anyone attending a public meeting to object to a perceived violation at any time during the meeting. A member of the public can file a legal challenge with the local court of common pleas. That person alleging the infraction bears the burden of proof. Well, it's a great thing that John Klanch records all these meetings. The burden of proof is on the videos. No wonder Upper Yoder is afraid to record their own meetings. Executive session. The specific reason for an executive session must be announced in the public meeting, either before or directly after the executive session. The reason stated by the agency must be specific. That's all I have.
So you asked about the copy of the ordinances.
Yes.
We do have some ordinances online on our website. Here, some of them are on very old paper, onion skin that we carefully have to try to scan and download. Right now, I think we have 294 ordinances total. We are currently down a secretary, and it is time consuming, but that was our goal actually back when Lisa started with the township. And there's so much work in that office that we'd like to do it, it's on the back burner, but we do have them.
So if I were to be specific about what ordinances, how would I be able to obtain those? Like, is it just calling you up, hey Alice, this is Karen
You
Hill?
could send an email as to what you're looking for. It may take us some time because those were done many, many years ago, and we would have to research back through the records to see what ordinance that would be pertaining to.
Okay. All right, thank you.
That would be a good way to work with them, and, because they're also down a person, so that helps. It would, because if there's something you're specifically looking for, we'll help you out.
Okay.
Okay. Regarding PSAT training, that's a training related to anything related with the township, whether it be everything from right to nose to how a meeting is run, how budgets. I'm trying to go through, I don't have the entire list, and if you'd like to have that list, we'd be more than happy to give you the flyer that went with it. That would,
That's ours, but they actually cover everything. They cover public works, they cover zoning and codes, they cover police, they cover EMA. Tim, said about the EMA. And he was at that one conference at Richland, Sue was there, I was there. They cover all aspects of what a township involves. Training for all departments.
Okay, you say PSATs, I have no idea what a PSAT is.
Pennsylvania State Association of Townships. The state has, townships are the largest form of government in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Over cities, boroughs, and one town, which would be Bloomsburg.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great one.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes.
May I please speak?
Yes, you may.
Thanks. I'm gonna cut you off. Dave Hill, up here at Township. A couple of things. First of all, I think it's awesome that, again, we have a real police chief here. That's fascinating. So you disappointed me again. You're sitting there and you're praising Blake. Let's talk about the one lawsuit that already happened this year. Blake was in the middle, up to his eyeballs in it. Township paid over $50,000. Settled, well over. Taxpayer money, insurance, rates are gonna go up, deductibles are gonna go up, okay? To praise that guy. Number two, for every something you list with him is there's 2 six-figure lawsuits still hanging on Blake. You talk about that. What about the police reports he created on me that he denied? Okay? You're sitting there doing that. And the other problem that I have with this, you appointed somebody else like Joe. He just appears. You said at the 14-minute mark of that meeting in 13 seconds, where you said, I just found out about it 15 minutes ago. So that's 2 people now. Now I understand that we have Dan Zakrasik here. Let me ask you something, Sue. When you're sitting there shooting in the FOP pistol league with the boys, I wouldn't have any relationship to that though, right? Not that you would have interconnection with that. No, not at all, right? And for everything you list about Blake as a win, I can give you failures. How about the school teacher he arrested, all charges dismissed? How much that cost the township? We can't talk about that. Why do you do this? Why don't you just represent me? Why don't you just represent the residents of this township? You sit there like you're some, we got 2 guys up here that are not representing us, so we had no choice. Now you're going to 3rd one in January. I had no problem with Bob until he started this refuse to get involved with my thing. Ed and I thing was different. We were friends once upon a time, but Ed thought he's smart. He's not smart. But I am sick and tired of all you people not representing a resident in this township. You don't do it. And then the stuff, it's funny, the stuff that goes in the minutes, that's not what I said. I have all my stuff transcribed by a court stenographer, plus John records it, thank God, because it's amazing what I say and what comes out. But Sue, how do you defend this? I've decided, you know what, starting, we don't have a solicitor. You know, I don't know if it's in the township code or not, in your code, but it's recommended, highly recommended, a solicitor is here. Once you get a real attorney to represent the township and the people, not that scumbag Reho. You know, I've gone up against hundreds of attorneys in my career. I haven't get mad at me. I never had one call me an effing asshole twice and admit it. And that was what, the July meeting, then August meeting, the boys hanging in the back room hiding while you, so what you do, YouTube this thing? Hey Dave, you're a lousy attorney. I want to make sure that's, if you need an attorney, don't use him. I talked to 4 people that totally disappointed. Why do you do this? Why can't you just represent the people? I renamed you for 2026. I expected better out of you, Sue. 2 years, you've let me down. So you're now named Mayor McCheese. You know a little about everything and a lot about nothing. You're an absolute social.
What the name is?
Mayor McCheese. You know a little bit about everything and a lot about nothing. You're absolute social wallflower. Nobody's sitting up here. Brett Shaver sat there and told me I don't know how to make a 911 call. John Blake said it back there while he's holding up the doorway. I offered the reports. You're sitting there praising him. John Blake's one of the worst police chiefs we ever had.
It's 3 minutes, Mr.
Oh, thanks. No, that was good enough. I just want to get my point across. Thank you, guys. Maybe you can do better next year. Get a real attorney here.
Is there anybody else that would like to?
You speak, Paul? You want to talk at all?
No.
Okay, I do. I'll talk for a few minutes. Anybody that has sensitive ears might want to leave the room right now. Just saying. You know why? Seriously, you guys are a fucking joke. A fucking, absolute fucking joke. And anybody that voted for Ed Barzynski, it's your fault, okay, that this bullshit goes on. Dan fucking Zagrasik, the former police chief here, fuck all of you. Seriously. He sucks. Okay? He represents, what is it, PERMA or the FOP or the insurance company? Okay? Not one of you motherfuckers are accountable because y'all fucking defer to the insurance company. Ed, you still won't apologize to me, but that's okay. Okay, have you appraised your house yet? BJ, you and me are gonna be neighbors. I'm taking his fucking house. Laugh about it. You wanted to fight me a fucking month ago. Tonight would be the night. Okay, if you're feeling froggy. Okay, what? Hey, Bob.
Are you threatening him?
No.
That sounds like a threat to me.
It can sound whatever the fuck it wants to sound like, you fucking ignorant motherfucker. Okay? I don't have a gun. Okay? I have no weapons on me. Okay? You need to understand what the word culpable means. A culpable threat. Okay? That's not a threat. What it is it was an invitation. Okay? He threatened to fight me. He wanted to kick my ass 2 months ago. You were sitting right there. You had to hold him back. You and that fat piece of shit Pioli had to hold him the fuck back from me. Right, Dave?
Held him back.
Okay, yeah, right, okay. So, you know, the people of Upper Yoder Township, he's cost you how much money, but you still voted for him. You still fucking voted for him, okay? Now, they're going to appoint Bob again, okay? I know, I understand. I'd actually like to know who all put their name in the hat to be appointed supervisor for Paul Pioli's position, and you appointed Dan fucking Zagracek. I know Mrs. Hill did. I mean, she told me, okay. Paul, any of your kids that put their name in the hat? I know some other people that did, okay. It's pointless, right? Because they're gonna pick, like, you do your job so fucking poorly, and why you're so worried about what? I'm gonna say the word fuck. Sue, last month you said fuck. Didn't you know what fuck? Well, yeah, so fuck. Sue, good. Okay, so and we're sitting there worried about the time that I have, and we let somebody bullshit on and on about garbage. The garbage, they don't fucking care about you. They don't care. They don't care about your garbage, okay? They don't care, okay? Because you know what they could have done? They could have said about these bids with the flippers. No, we're not bidding on any of those. If you want our business, then you'll continue to do it the same way with the old trucks. Okay, but what do? They go, no, that's all you have to offer us. Okay, well, cool, we'll take it. Okay, so I'm going to say, what they're saying to you, sir, is fuck you, we don't care about your problem. Sir, back you, what they're saying to you is fuck you, we don't care about your fucking problem. Too bad for you, too bad for all your neighbors. If one of your neighbors falls and breaks their hip getting their garbage out, too bad for them, they don't care, okay? They don't care. They don't care, and I don't care about the time, okay? Because nobody else cares about the time, okay? Sue, put the gavel away, seriously, okay? I'll just keep talking. I don't care, gavel me, okay? In fact, you can have BJ eject me if you'd like, okay? Make it fucking harder, you fucking evil cunt. Okay, there, you got it out of me, okay? I told you tonight wasn't the fucking night. No, not please, okay? Just seriously, do a better fucking job. All of you, do a better fucking job. Merry Christmas.
Sit down. Thank you. Now, I do want to read two things out of our resolution number 963 without your comments. Comments which make statements of personal attacks or statements that could be construed as libelous, slanderous, or that defame the character of any Upper Yoder Township elected or appointed official, employee, or any member of the public shall be avoided. The other one is all comments should be directed at the presiding officer, which would be me instead of everybody else or somebody in the public. They may be referred to the supervisor for comment. Presiding officer may rule out of order scandalous, impertinent, and redundant comments or comments for discernible purpose or effect of which to disrupt the proceedings of the meeting, which would violate a disorderly conduct statement.
Fucking charge me. I have the First Amendment trumps your fucking bullshit fucking
I wanted
rules.
that to be on your YouTube.
Good. It's on the YouTube. Fucking charge me. I fucking dare you, BJ. Charge me with disorderly conduct for my First Amendment protected speech. At least this police chief knows that I have protected First Amendment free speech right to say any fucking thing I want to. Criticize you people. Shove that gavel up your fucking twat.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to give public participation after that? No. Okay.
Hey, Sue, I have a question. You just mentioned those resolutions about saying things and slandering
Yes.
somebody. When it sits there and tries to hit on me, talking about my looks and my ass and stuff like that, I consider that offensive. Like he's hitting on me or trying to come out of the closet, but.
Nobody tried to fight me.
Number one, I want to say something to you, okay? The First Amendment will annihilate those resolutions. I don't threaten people. I present only facts. I presented facts here for how many months? And it took a year for me, it took 20 months for me to get to that courtroom over there and convict somebody of reckless operation. So you fire Don Wire and get rid of Todd Miller. But Sue, your resolutions don't fly in America. This is still America. Those things of slander, John has it his way, I have it mine. But I am beyond disappointed on what you guys are incapable of doing. You put Joe up there, it has nothing to do with people or anybody else.
Please reserve this to the next meeting for public first.
I won't remember it then, so we'll also have some new problem for you to solve. No, you won't solve it, never mind.
Okay.
Forget it.
Wish Merry Christmas to everybody. I'd like to have a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Those in favor? Passed.
Are you coming back?
No, we're not.
we are going, oh, I'm sorry, we are going into an executive session, but we will not return. And it's related to personnel and legal matters.
Well, you're gonna have a legal matter for me, I want those rifles. We'll see what Ginsburg says about it.
I'll help you. Whatever I can do to help you, Paul, to get your stuff back, I'll help you sue him. And Bob, as your last act of supervisor before you walk out here, do me a favor. Take that fucking gavel and fucking lose it for me. I know, he'll be back. He'll be back. I know.
He'll be back in January.
There was an election
I know.
2 years ago.
I know.
Scott Hunt made the county commissioner.
I know.
Ed Borzeski was reelected. My son was third, and they overlooked him and appointed him.
I know.
No, I asked. See you later.
Okay, I didn't know who you were.
Apologize for my language. That's just what I do, bud.
I watch YouTube all the time too.
Good. I don't care. What's that? My channel? The Klanch. I don't have any cards. Ask anybody in here. It's just the Klanch.
I see you.
We're live right now. Yeah, Navalny. Yeah, that cost him $25,000. They don't care. What's that? Yeah, that was John Bryan. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine actually. I met him through that. But yeah, I've spoken with him about. Give his number. I'll give it to you. I wish he practiced in Pennsylvania. I wish he practiced in the circuit. But if I ever get down to West Virginia, I plan on not stopping to see him and his secretary. So it's nice to meet you. My name's John. Drew, pleased to meet you. Yeah. Hey, good luck with this garbage shit, man. You know what I mean? It sucks. I'm not happy about it in South Monty. They're doing the same thing to us. But I live right on the street. It doesn't concern. You know what I mean? But you're right. Garbage trucks get heavy, and I could tell you stories about triaxle problems that I've had. I used to drive one for Todd Berkeybow, okay, and yeah, they don't go in places that no, that sucks for you guys. No, what they could do. Okay, I can tell you this, just so you know. Okay, nobody's in here now, but I can tell you this. Southmont, they're still going to be using the man truck for some locations. So there's no reason why they can't use that truck for you guys too.
And they've done in the past. There's a lot of long roads, driveways, those trucks can't get through at all.
How do they get you guys now? Like, how's it done now?
Take out the end of the lane and 4 houses pretty much stacked back.
Oh, I got you. You guys all just like pile up together, and then they come by in the truck on the big road. That makes some sense, right? Yeah. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
No problem.
You
say Klanch?
Klanch, yeah, the Klanch, yeah. Pleased to meet you. Nice talking to you. I have cards in my truck, but I'm gonna head out of here. I got a dog that's dying on me. I gotta get out of here. Alice, Merry Christmas to you, hon. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what to speak up for the first quote or the.
Yeah, hey, sorry to hear that, man. I've seen you here before, but dude, that's.
I'm usually here with the fire department.
Yeah,
tonight I took the kids off.
Well, hey, you got.
And that's the thing. It's not just our place.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the whole way down.
They don't represent. I mean, they're just here. They're phone. They've been phoning, and they just don't care. They're just afraid. I don't know what it is. I don't know
where I'm at. If they're willing to bring a small F-250 back there and hand load it,
yeah, no problem.
Then why don't they just do what they do now?
Yeah, exactly. They don't have to drive all the way
take your
down.
cans back.
Yeah, it's true.
I was explaining to him that, like in Southmont, they were saying that there are some areas that they're going to have to still. Some people aren't getting the can, or they're going to still get the cans, but they're not going to be like using the truck. So they still have Pro Disposal still has a man, that they're still going to be putting out. So why don't they just put you guys on that route too?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
That's
probably. I should have brought this up.
I would imagine that's probably what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But I can tell you this, and it's not going to go through them. It's going to go through you guys screaming at Pro Disposal constantly. Okay.
Oh, I plan on parking up at the end of the lane, make sure neighbors aren't using it. They're not going to drive down.
Yeah.
Nope. I did have to start too early.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna head out of here. So,
Hey, take it easy.
Yep, take care, guys. Yep.
It's good with your dog, bud.
It's not going to. I mean, it's
tough, it really is, but
I just keep hoping that like it's. I don't know. I mean,
it's they're their family. It's
hopefully he just
them.
goes, in my house. But I don't.
I had two within a year that went. So
I have another one too that's old. You know what I mean? That's. But they know.
I know.
It's-
I know, buddy. I believe so. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thanks. Merry Christmas.
Pretty Christmas tree there here in Upper Yoder Township. Whoever decorated the tree, kudo to them. Tree looks good. Thank you. Yeah. I always like Christmas trees. I always like Christmas. Stick around here for a couple minutes, see if anybody wants to talk at all. Last thoughts, last words. I don't fucking care about their fucking decorum or their fucking... They don't understand their rules, okay? Fuck their rules. I mean, seriously, I don't care. I'm under no obligation to follow their fucking rules. I'm gonna follow the law, obviously, because I'm sitting in public, but that resolution's not a law. And even it's not disorderly conduct. My conduct serves a legitimate purpose, which is to criticize the government. I don't understand why they don't. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna address that and that alone in the lawsuit. Okay, if we'll just have that repealed, and if they don't want to, then they can pay me. Because I don't, it chills my First Amendment right to free speech, constantly. This place is a fucking shit show. Here's a question I have. Here's a question I have for everybody watching tonight. Had I not started coming here and videoing these and doing this shit that I do, do you think it'd be better or worse there? Do you think they'd fuck it up worse? Or do you think? I mean, they're so worried that I'm just gonna what? Say some bad words or say some bad things about them? Oh, I said something. Yeah. Okay. That's good that you pointed that out to me, because we have mediation coming up here early January. I'm just not even gonna bother. It's a waste of my time to bother to mediate. Like, seriously. I don't understand. I don't know. So you know what? I usually stick around and wait for folks to come out. See if they're coming. They're not coming. Another year of these fucking meetings. Is this the last one for the month? Is this the last one for the year? God, I hope so. I really, really hope so. Unless there's no special meetings, I think this is the last one for the year. If it is, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the views. And for all the hours that you've sat and watched, every one of you that have sat here and watched this bullshit happen. Some of you come here to watch them fuck with me. Some of you come here to watch me fuck with them. Some of you come here just for the hell of it. I don't know, but I'm glad you come here. I'm glad you spend the third Thursday of the month watching this shit. My heart's not in it today. I gotta admit it. I phoned it home, or I phoned it in tonight. I just. Dan fucking Zagrasic, former police chief, good old boy. Might as well point him to the police commission too. Other people's kids, man, I don't fucking get it, man. I really don't fucking get it. At least I don't have that fucking wormy little vagina fucking Greg LaMania coming here and videotaping me. Still. That was fun for a couple months. They were gonna back video me. I thought that was fun. So I have 20% battery left. I don't like this new phone. So I'm gonna go. Merry Christmas from me and mine to you and yours. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas.
I don't know. I forgot to ask them. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, they locked me out already. Fuck, they whacked that door instantly. Okay. It's usually I believe it's I believe it's it'll probably be Monday is it Monday the 5th?
Yeah, it has to be done before the 5th.
Or something like, yeah, it has to be done before the 5th. So I don't know what the fuck day it is. I'm not sure. All right. Take care, bud. Merry New Year. Merry New Year. There I go. My brain's working great. Hey, you didn't hear when reorganization is by chance, did you? Then don't shut the door. You know what it is?
No.
Talk to the camera for 30 seconds with Baxter.
Okay, yeah. Hi, here's Baxter and Dave. Hi, everybody. I had a special thanks to my friend Jessica and my friend Erica. Jessica I saw yesterday. I promised I mentioned her. Erica I saw today. Thank you, guys. Interesting meeting. The total loser clowns of corruption. They put another good old boy up there. Nothing ever works out here. They just got to keep, praising the bad and ignoring the residents of the township. Baxter says hi. He wants to say hi to everybody.
Again, have a nice Christmas.
You too, thanks.
We'll see you later.
See you.
Right now.
But anyhow, they appointed another good old boy up there. No, they don't care about citizens. They, the city wants to spend another $100-something grand on a generator. Power's been out, I think, 3 or 4 times in 10 years, but it's taxpayer money. What does she care? And she sits there and praises Blake, who's a total loser. Yeah, John, you, 875 badge 1. I guess you're down to Dave now. But he did resign from West Hills as a part-time officer, thank God. His police work is second to nothing. But I guess, I don't know, maybe he's got bigger and better things somewhere else. Got to get through those 2 big lawsuits first, guys. I don't think it's going to work out well for the township. But, hey, life is on. Baxter said hi, I said hi. I brought up the fact that, give him a kiss. Give him a kiss.
Hey, buddy. Jesse's really sick, bud. Jesse's really sick. Jesse won't go. He won't go. You're so young, you don't have any friends up there where that place is yet.
Baxter has more intelligence and more sincerity than all those stupid advisors up there combined.
Hi, boy.
That was a burp.
You're a burper.
Yeah. Oh, Susie, I had to tell her. She's absolutely Mayor McCheese. She knows a little about everything and a lot about nothing. A social butterfly. Oh, wait. Let's see. Guys. Dan's the crazy's not up there as a supervisor now because she shoots FOP pistol league with him, right? Right, Sue? Hey.
He's just he's a good old boy. That's what I was saying. He's a fucking good old boy, so.
I know.
All right, I'm going to get home.
Hey, listen, if you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't, leave a comment. And hi to everybody and all my friends and everybody else out there. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And
I think this is the last live stream of the year.
Is it?
I think. I don't think there's any more meetings. I don't think I do any more meetings in the month after this one. I think this is the last one.
It looks like the court TV is going to be fascinating in 2026.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Oh, thanks, buddy. Right? I know. You're so cool.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to end this now. I'm going to get myself home and.
Good night, everybody. Do you walk or ride?
Oh no, I drive up.
Okay.
I drive up.
All right.
I wasn't going to walk up in the rain.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Merry Christmas.